fashion. Join me on QVC and QVC.com.
It's the weekend. Let's get shopping. Join program hosts Ali Carr and Alberti Papage as they help jumpstart your weekend by showing you what's hot, what's new, and what's happening on Saturday Morning Q.
Get ready. Saturdays are going to be the best.
Discover everything for yourself and your home, whether you're decorating, cleaning, organizing, or cooking.
This is your chance to find the best of the best.
Before tackling your weekend to-do list, consider shopping from your to-you list. Saturday Morning Q. Saturdays at 10 a.m. Eastern on QVC.
Come on.
We've got all the essential football apparel, collectibles, and gear for this season.
Join us on the gridiron.
Join us on the gridiron for QVC's football team shop.
Every Thursday.
Every Thursday night on QVC.
All right already.
As a proud Latina, the way that I honor the past and honor the future is by keeping our traditions, our culture, our music, our food.
Dancing, family.
Who's my hero? Automatically, I'm going to say my father.
My heroes are my parents.
My parents.
My grandparents who came from Mexico.
Colombia.
Bolivia.
Viva Mexico.
Happy Hispanic Heritage Month.
The weekend is here, and whatever your Friday night looks like, Friday Night Beauty is your home for all the tips, tricks, and top picks you need to accompany your weekend plans and beyond. Join beauty besties Alberti Popage and Sandra Bennett as they welcome the weekend. Tune in Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern on QVC and QVC.com.
Join me as I whip up some of my favorite easy-to-prepare recipes with the cookware, appliances, kitchen tools, and the gourmet foods from some of our most popular brands. You can even join me on social to share your favorite recipes. Cooking's fun when you're in the kitchen with me. Watch and shop In the Kitchen with Julia Saturdays at 11 a.m. on QVC2 and QVC.com.
Never run out of your beauty favorites again. When you choose auto delivery, we'll automatically send you the beauty products you love and lock in the price. You choose the schedule. We'll make sure your favorite beauty essentials arrive when you want them, and you can cancel or edit at any time. Keep your favorites coming. Head to QVC.com to set up auto delivery now.
Lazy Boy, long live the lazy.
Let me tell you something. It's a little stressful going from 2 hours on QVC and rushing over to QVC2. There's mic checks, there's all sorts of things, clothing changes. So really what I need now is to sit back, relax, rock a little, and recline. And who do we turn to when it comes to comfort in the comfort of our own home? None other than Lazy Boy. Now, Lazy Boy has been here on QVC for 15 years, but they've been around since 1928, and you know them for superb craftsmanship, innovation, and now we have an incredible deal on the Maverick, and the Maverick is the best-selling Lazy Boy here at QVC. It's the perfect size. It hugs you, and we have all the latest, greatest technology built into this. And I need you to know a couple things before I get into prices and colors, because we do have two colors. We do have two different styles. We have the manual, and we have the power as well. So we'll talk about that, but your brand new Lazy Boy will be shipping for free. And your brand new Lazy Boy, you're getting in-home white glove delivery and setup without an extra charge. I mean, immediately I sit in this thing and I'm like, yes, this is how I want to watch football. This is how I want to binge watch shows. This is how I want to fall asleep. This is how I want to watch those fall and winter storms. So let me just take you through, because we sold over 40,000 of the Mavericks here at QVC and over 224,000 Lazy Boys in general. So just hearing that comparison, 224,000 versus 40,000 in just the Maverick, bestseller right here. Now I'll take you through prices here. If you want the manual, it's coming home on a sale price of $1,449.98. That means you have an easy pay, 5 easy pays of $290. Just so you know, comparable retail value is $1,900 plus, $1,917. With our free shipping and handling, our difference back in your pocket is over $554. Now, if you want the power rocking recliner with the iClean, which is the latest and greatest in their technology, you got little puppies, you got little bunnies, you got little kitties, you're set for life. Sale price here is $2,179.98. Again, shipping for free. That's $91 back in your pocket. And $436 brings it home on your 5 easy pays. Comparable retail value on the Power Rocking Recliner is $2,853. That's a difference with the free shipping of $764. And I am told, because somehow this is the first time I've ever presented a Lazy Boy, and I would know it, I would have the muscle memory sitting back in this thing, because this is heaven on earth. I'm telling you right now. Most of you pick up the Power one. Most of you do that because, get a load of this, for less than the retail value of the manual option, you can get the powered option home. So for less than the retail value, the comparable retail value of the manual, you can get the power. So why not go for it? So let me give you an item number. It's H506705. Let me invite in my guest, Molly Menti, who is the brand ambassador for 15 years. Really, the longevity that Lazy Boy has been on QVC. You've been the brand ambassador?
Yes, and I'm so excited I finally get to work. This is
I don't know how
weirdest thing
we've done this.
We've never
I've
gotten to
been
work
here
together.
almost 7 years. Next year will be 7 years.
I know.
How have I not been on this show? Because I love it here.
I think it's cruel that they haven't let you sit down in a Lazy Way, especially.
Oh my gosh,
but you know what?
Oh, I'm in the Power one. Okay.
They brought you in for the best.
Yes, you did.
The Maverick. And in our 2 best-selling colors that are left now, so you have our super light, beautiful oyster that is almost a white, and then that deep, rich mocha, which is so amazing. And look at the modeling we even did on this fabric. Remember, this is done in iClean, but not just any iClean. It's our first ever pet certified iClean.
That's so cool.
It's our highest end iClean. And one of the things that you haven't been able to do with me before is see these super light colors with this red wine and how I'm able to, would this make you nervous in a general
It makes me nervous.
situation?
It does.
This is the same color, this oyster color. And I can say cheers, Julia, and just go like this with a big old spill. And look at how that sits on top of the fabric. Nothing is going through to the other side. It is not ruining your fabric. And no matter if that is a little pet accident or not, because now this is pet certified, I can just blot that up and watch how this is going to increase the longevity of your chair without bringing anything else. This isn't something you're repeating over time. Gone are the days of putting plastic on our furniture to make our investments last and last.
The plastic on the furniture. I remember that. I had across the street neighbors, Beverly and Stan. They had plastic on their furniture, and they used to hand out candy to all the kids in the neighborhood. They were very sweet.
They were very smart because they were trying to trying to protect their investment, but now you can do that with Lazy Boy.
So good. Now, Lazy Boy's been around since 1928, so that is longevity if I ever did hear from it. And it really is like it's like a describing word. It's an adjective. Like I want to go home and I want to.
Your Lazy Boy.
Want a Lazy Boy.
Yeah.
I want to do I want to be with a Lazy Boy.
Absolutely.
I want to be one with my Lazy Boy. There's such like this gentle rock to it that is soothing for the soul. I feel like a little baby being rocked to sleep.
Well, we've taken rocking chairs out of our home, right? And Lazy Boy hasn't removed them from either the manual or the power option that we have, or you can sit like I am. I'm in the manual option, so now this is your chair and your ottoman. You're rocking, and then I could go all the way back and have this be my bed option. I'm sitting in that memory foam, which is one of our really high-end upgrades that we've put into this Maverick. So it's all of those things all at the same time. But one of the things that people really love is this silhouette. Look at how much interior room we have. You could have a dog or a cat, or in my house, I have 3 little boys that all cuddle up. My third little boy.
You just have a new one. How old is he?
He's 3 months tomorrow.
He talked to me on the phone today.
He was talking to you.
He did. He talked to me on the phone today.
She called and he was like, hi. He like yells if anybody is talking. He's the third. He's got to have his voice heard.
Well, yes, he does.
Yeah.
Speak up, kid.
And, we live differently. Like you said, if you're going to be sitting down and binge watching, I just binge watched The Gilded Age.
Oh, I haven't done that one yet. I just binge watched the studio.
I see, and there's just so much.
There's
like
so
you
much.
can't ever. I've never like synced up my binge watching with somebody, but you can sit, and this has become our respite, and is the place that you're sitting at home as comfortable as that lazy boy. And one of the reasons we've been invited into people's homes for so many years, Julia, is because we have been doing what we do really, really well, which is handcrafted pieces of furniture since 1928. But then we keep pushing the envelope on technology. And I don't think when we think about beautiful pieces of furniture like this oyster color chair.
I love that oyster, by the way.
Always think about technology, right? Like if you have beautiful furniture in your home, do you think about the technological upgrades that are put into that furniture?
No.
No. And so it's not going to be able to be as all over the place. We're always thinking about comfort, durability, and technology. So whether it's the manual option, which is better than anybody else's manual option, that's why Lazy Boy has become synonymous with comfort, is because in the manual option, you're getting a 3-position locking footrest, this upgraded handle, and then as I go back, there is an 18 comfort position back in this.
18?
18 different. So there's 54 individualized comfort positions. You're seeing right there, that's how you put the chair together when you get it home. But guess what? That's not your problem.
Yeah, you don't have to do it, right?
Because it's white glove delivery and setup.
And setup.
And so that's the manual option with the 18 comfort reclining positions for 54 individualized comfort positions.
Whoa.
You can get into that full bed weightless position. Increased adjustability you only get from Lazy Boy, and our highest end memory foam included in this. 4-sided hardwood construction, so it doesn't fall apart over time, and we're still assembled right here from domestic and imported parts. But as you mentioned at the top of the show, more people here at QVC and in our showrooms choose that power option. This is the only wireless remote in the industry. It gets you into a full bed weightlessness position with the touch of a button. Infinite reclining positions. Look at this. You can lift your head and neck up without bringing a pillow into the chair. Increase
What
the
is that? What is that?
lumbar
What is
support.
that? I'm sold. That's all I needed to see. Anything that gives me increased lumbar support, that's what I want.
And then you're still getting that 4-sided hardwood construction. It's still handcrafted. You're still getting assembled from domestic and imported parts right here in the United States of America. I'm so proud of that. I'm one of the 8,000 jobs. But since this is your very first Lazy Boy presentation.
Yes.
I am sitting in that manual option that people know and love. I'm going to come over and take you on a little ride.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yes.
Because this is her first power option. So you can see why more people here at QVC and in our showrooms go, I think about that manual, but hold the phone. So this is your power panel right here. You pop it right out of here. So it is not a big contraption. It's beautifully integrated. You can pop this right out here. I want you to note there is a USB charging port. So you don't have to get out of the chair almost ever. And then right here, there's your home button. And these right here and right here are your presets, Julia.
So you can preset how you like it.
You can preset how you like it. I want
How
you to
have I never
also
been here before?
notice that when she came out, she had 2 hours.
Yes.
That you were rushing to get changed.
Yes.
When you sat down, I saw just the calm.
It's true.
Come over you. And that's what Lazy Boy wants you to feel with all that memory foam.
here we
But
go.
watch this. If I press these 2 buttons, or if you do this after this is set up for you in your home, Julia's able to get into a full bed weightlessness position.
Weightless.
So she is being cradled. This is a bucket seat. That's one of our premium upgrades. So that memory foam that you're getting through your legs in that full chaise, you're getting it in that bucket seat, so it's hugging you from all angles. And when you're in this full bed weightlessness position after a big day, if you wanted to binge watch your favorite show that you're binge watching, you can press just this button right here and
What an
lift
angle.
just your head and neck up without shoving a pillow behind you, doing
my
anything like that.
gosh.
That's another motor. That's why this is our highest end power recline that we offer. And then you're standing on your feet all day. Does your back get a little
I have back problems.
Okay, listen to this. I'm just going to increase. You're not taking a deep breath. She is not puffing her stomach out. I'm increasing the already famous Lazy Boy lumbar support. with the touch of
I
a
want to
button.
cry. I love it so much.
So that aha moment, it keeps going because we sit differently every day. We have different moments every day. You were rushed getting on here and now you're able to sit and relax. Does any piece of furniture you have in your house give you this much adjustability, but also give you this much relaxation and recovery from our busy lives?
This is heaven. This is paradise. This is more than I ever imagined.
So this is why
could possibly be.
Usually at our stores upgrade into that power option. And I want
Why
you
not?
to, wherever is your perfect spot, you play around with it.
Okay.
And then press this button.
Okay.
And hold it for a second. It's going to beep.
All right.
And that will be your preset.
Okay.
And you can reset that as many times as you want to. But another thing, I live in a house with a 3-month-old, a 10-year-old little boy, and a 6-year-old little boy. Things get lost sometimes. I don't know if you know. Sometimes, yeah. So if you're a little worried about this being a wireless remote, I want you to just note that you can press a button on the side of the chair that has a little spyglass. And this is going to beep until you find your remote. So don't shy away from this being wireless. I don't know why everything in our life, Lazy Boy has, since 1928, tried to think of everything when it comes to technology in our chairs.
This is the most amazing thing that's ever happened to me.
I'm so excited
It
for
is
you.
not fair that I have worked here this long and I have never, ever gotten to do one of these presentations. Who's getting to do the Lazy Boys? It's not me. It's not me, and I deserve it too. Okay, I have a question for you.
I love it.
When the power goes out, oh, this is from Danny.
Oh, yeah.
The power
So
goes
if
out.
The power goes out. It's right behind us. So say you're
So
asleep.
am I plugged in?
So many people tell us that they sleep
I'm
in their
plugged
Lazy
in,
Boy. It's
okay.
one of the #1 things you guys call and tell us. I love that. We've put memory foam in to deal with the fact that you guys love sleeping in your Lazy Boys. But say you're in that full bed recline and the power goes out. I want to just show you that Lazy Boy thinks of everything. There's this generous 9-foot cord, so you can run this under a couch, under a love seat. But right here, there's a power box that you put a 9-volt battery into.
Okay.
And as long as there's a 9-volt battery in this, even if the power goes out, you can get back into that upright position, into that gentle rocking motion that's going to mean that you're going to be able to get in and out of your chair safely.
I mean, I don't think you really need me for this presentation, do you? I'm just going to be right here playing with my new Lazy Boy.
You're going to play with it? Well, that's what you get to do. You get to
Can
set up
someone grab me a glass
what
of
your
wine?
presets are.
It's okay if I spill it.
It would be, and I'll show you what would happen if you do spill. No, here you go. I'll show you what would happen if you do spill. Remember, this is on top of this, our highest end iClean. So the highest end, it's super soft, it's super comfortable, and if you do spill a whole bunch on there, and I can let you do this later too. There's no movie magic to this. You're able to bring just a paper towel. Think about how you get to be if you were hosting people in your home. You get to be sort of lady peaceful, lady happy. You get to sit down and say, you know what? It's fine. Eat on the couch, have the buttery popcorn. You get to have conversations and not worry because you're not going to ruin your furniture because this has our highest end iClean fabric on it. And if you are getting this home, you don't have to worry about how it's getting home to you.
I know it.
We're so excited about this. So you guys have loved the Maverick for years and years and years. It's the chair you like the most here, but it is also a larger Lazy Boy recliner. So for the very first time ever, and first of all, we haven't had the Maverick on for 3.5 years before this event, but for the very first time ever, the Maverick is coming home to you with white glove delivery and setup. So you're going to call us, or we're going to call you within 7 to 10 business days. You call us back or you get that phone call. You're going to pick a date and time that works for you. You can't get that with even the cable guy. Like a date and time that works for you. Our delivery men are happy to bring it upstairs into your bedroom, downstairs into the basement if that's where you want. They're going to take it out of the box, put your new Lazy Boy together for you, plug in that power option and make sure it's in working order and you're happy with it. If you get the power option, if it's the manual, they're going to make sure you're happy with it. And then they're going to take all the trash away.
I love that. All those packing materials.
All that giant box, all that stuff. So if you're thinking about this as a gift, you're able to have this be a worry-free gift. It's going to come home to you. And then the other thing is that it's going to come home to you way faster than it's coming at
That's
the
what you were
Lazy Boy
telling me.
showroom.
So when
Yeah.
you go to the showroom, you sort of like pick and choose what you want, right?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you're waiting like 2+ months.
Right. We're running right now at 6 to 8 weeks from
6
the
to 8
showroom
weeks.
because what happens when you go into one of our showrooms, and you should check them out. They're amazing. And I love Lazy Boy furniture. I recommend it for everything. But you would choose your silhouette. So you would most likely choose a Maverick. Lots and lots of people do. And then we'd say, okay, so the Maverick, there's the base model. You can get that in the manual. The highest end power would be that wireless remote power. So you could choose the power option. Then we would say, what color would you like? And what level fabric would you want? If you chose the pet certified iClean, that would be that highest end
upper echelon
of the iCleans, right? Then we'd say, what do you want to have that you're sitting on? In this option with our partnership with QVC, you would be choosing the highest end memory foam. So this is our highest end contour cushion memory foam that we have. When you start putting all of that together, then we would say, that's great, choose your color, and we're gonna build your custom order Lazy Boy. And then we'd say, so then that's going to take 6 to 8 weeks to get home to you because it's your custom order chair, and we'll see you sometime around Thanksgiving, but not with our partnership with QVC. All of those premium upgrades are already built into the chair, and it's coming to you in 1 to 3 weeks, not 6 to 8 weeks to get home to you. So that's really the difference.
And you told me that once you place that order at the showroom, you can't return it.
Yeah, that's your custom order. Well, have you ever custom ordered anything? You can't return a custom order. That's your custom ordered chair, but not with our partnership here with QVC.
Well, here at QVC, not only do we usually have 30 days to love it or return it, it's our holiday return policy.
Oh, well, that means it's actually the holidays now.
Yes.
Once that enacts, that's like it's time to put your tree up.
Yes.
It is the time.
You have until the end, get this, the end of January 2026
Wow.
to love it or return it. So if you've been on the fence, if there is a family member who's always wanted one, or maybe who is retired, spends more time at home, maybe your dad's chair, he's been sitting in the same chair for decades and decades, and it's time for the ultimate in upgrades. Maybe it's a new mom, because this is extraordinary as a rocking chair and soothing and nursing and really having that comforting level at all hours of the night. This is the most extraordinary gift. This is a gift that you can go in on with other members of your family. I know my brother and I have done that for years for bigger purchases for our parents and our family members.
And you win, right?
Yeah.
Like, because they're going to use it forever.
Forever.
Yeah.
Forever. And it's giving the gift of comfort, of healing, of just, I'm telling you guys, I came in here a little stressed. It's been a stressful day. And I had no sleep because I didn't get off air until after 10 p.m. last night. And then I was back on really early. So I have to prep and hair and makeup and all the things. It's a lot. But the second I got in this chair, first time I've ever been in this chair, first time I've ever presented a Lazy Boy, the instant I sat in, I was like, I get it. I see.
You sat down and just all this comfort came into you, and it's because the Maverick hugs you. But you also mentioned right at the top of the show, you mentioned watching the winter storms
my
from
favorite
your
thing to
chair,
do.
and I was like, that is a top tier Lazy Boy moment. You cuddle up, you get your Berkshire blanket, and you snuggle up. I'm going to be snuggled up with a new baby this year. I'm so excited. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's going to be so wonderful. You cuddle up, you spend that time with your family. That's why you guys have been inviting us into your home since 1928, because does your furniture engender conversation? Does it make you feel comfortable? Does it make you feel like you can cuddle up and not worry about a thing and just let the winter storm pass you by? And on top of all of that, can you cuddle up with your pet friend? Can you cuddle up and have that hot cocoa? With this option, even if it's in this beautiful oyster color, you don't have to worry about it, because this is our highest end iClean that we offer from Lazy Boy. This cup is already dripping. This is a drippy cup, dribbly cup. I can spill as much as I need to spill, It's just going to sit on top of this. This isn't something you have to repeat over time or spray on, Julia.
Yep.
And all of that spill is going to run right into, I'm using just a paper towel, and it's all going to run right into that, and nothing's going to go through to the other side, so it is not going to ruin your furniture.
Unbelievable. And it feels like suede. And it looks like
so
suede. It's even
comfy.
textured like suede would be. So let me just tell you, you see two different prices on your screen. This chair is making it very hard for me to do my job. Two different prices on your screen. That's because we have two separate options in this style. The Maverick, the #1 most popular selling model from Lazy Boy. The two prices mean, do you want it in the manual, or do you want it in the power that comes with that remote? Now, if you are picking up the manual, it's a sale price of $1,449.98. It should be over $1,900, so that's a great savings. Then you throw in free shipping and handling, plus that white glove service to install it. It's $290 on your 5 easy pays. If you go in on this with your brother and your sister-in-law and your niece and your nephew, that's each one of you paying $290, and then it's paid for the people that have taken care of you your entire life, whether that's your aunt or your uncle or your grandma or your grandpa or your mom or your dad. Now, if you want to spring for the power, which I don't know how I could not, honestly, already the most popular, that is a sale price of $2,179. $436 on your 5 easy pays. Comparable retail value on the power rocking recliner with that eye clean, like it's all the bells and the whistles. It should be $2,853. So with that free shipping and that great service that we're throwing in to install and get rid of all the packaging, everything you need, that's a difference of $764. And what really might be the thing that pushes you over to go for the power versus the manual is that for the price of the power, it's less than the retail value of the manual option. Does that make sense? So the price of this, our QVC sale price, the power option, is less than the retail value of the manual option. So an absolutely unbelievable value, $436 on your 5 easy pays. And again, the best-selling model, which is the Maverick. And you know what? We were talking earlier, let me refer to my notes. We brought this in as a Today's Special Value just this past summer, like a month ago. Really, really popular. And we hadn't seen the Maverick in 3.5 years.
Yeah, we hadn't had the Maverick on in 3.5 years. You know, with our partnership with QVC, when we do our events, it takes over a year. We think about it, it's taking 2 months just to build them. So it takes over a year. And what we do is we try to give you guys the silhouettes that you love. But then your team at QVC is so great to come in and say, we want you to add in all those premium upgrades. So we want the highest end eye clean. We want the memory foam. We want that super high power, all of that added in. And then we go, okay, but these are factory fresh and ready to go home to you, instead of going and waiting for them to be built from our showrooms. These are ready to go home to you right now.
They're ready, just in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
1 to 3 weeks versus 6 to 8. Okay, let me go through colors for you.
Yeah.
We'll start off with, we have the same colors in both, but we have different quantities in both. But I will warn you right now that the quantities are very, very limited. Where do you want to start, Danny? Do you want to start with the mocha? All right, in the mocha, in the manual, is the most limited. 13 remain in the mocha manual. And the mocha and the power, 82 remaining. And the oyster that Molly is reclining in the manual, 58 remain. And in the power, 28 remain. So this is your moment to pick this up. This is the perfect time now that like the summer holiday is done and the vacations are over and no more summer camp and no more running around town and getting out of town and spending weeks at the beach. Now we've hunkered down. Kids are back to school. Maybe you have a regular gig babysitting the grandkids. You're the one who has to pick them up after school every single day from the bus stop and bring them on home. You're cooking dinners. We're eating in. We're back to routine. We're back to work. Vacations are done until the holidays. Like, treat yourself, because not only are we hunkering down, the weather, it is a changing. The leaves are falling. It's getting chillier outside, which means we're spending more time indoors.
Yeah, and I think a lot of us also want to have our home be ready for the holidays in all ways. And a lot of the time that means that even, you know, with your spouse, like my husband and I, we've been married for 17 years. We need nothing. We are getting rid of things at this point, and we're like, you know, upgrading that furniture, making things more beautiful in all ways is so important to us. But when we're doing things, you know, it's like you buy your first furniture and it's like, this just looks nice.
Yeah.
And then to get those investment pieces that you know are going to bring you comfort for years and years to come. You know that people think about Lazy Boys differently, Julia, than any other furniture. We have a limited lifetime warranty on these chairs that you can look at QVC.com. But our customers know, if you've loved Lazy Boys for a long time and you've sat in Lazy Boys for a long time, our customers know, and they tell us the Lazy Boys, they never get rid of them. They move them from like another room to another room. Or they become, you know, one time Rick and I were on and we had a wonderful woman call us, and she was sitting saying that she had bought her Lazy Boy, her original Lazy Boy, when she had her baby, and that she rocked her child and loved it, and she was still sitting in it that day. And she said, but I like the style. She wanted to buy a light chair that looked very much like this Oyster, and she said, I want to upgrade the style, and I want to have memory foam, and I want to have iClean and all those things. And she said, so I'm going to give the one I'm sitting in right now to my son, because it was what I rocked him in. And we just asked, so how old is your son? And I'm thinking like my son, who's 10. And she said, he's 38.
Oh.
And she was still sitting in her Lazy Boy recliner. And that's kind of the durability and the quality that our customers have come to know from our Lazy Boys, because we're still put together by your neighbors in our 5 factories across the United States of America. We still do those things that we did in 1928 so well, like the 4-sided hardwood construction. It is still handcrafted heritage pieces of furniture, but the difference is we keep upgrading that technology, that power option, that wonderful iClean fabric. We keep pushing the envelope on those things, but the true core of Lazy Boy has remained the same.
I mean, almost 100 years strong.
Really, almost 100. We're so close.
It's so funny. I feel like everyone refers to a recliner because it's so ingrained in our brains and our DNA as Americans that we refer to any recliner as their Lazy Boy, but not every recliner is a Lazy Boy. You know what I mean?
Not all recliners are created equally.
No.
Actually, even if we're just talking about this manual, I'd love to start here, because a lot of times people think of the manual recline. First of all, you have that rocking option, but even our manual recline is not the same as other manual recliners. In normal manual recliners, you would have the handle, which you have here. This is this elongated handle, and it would get you into one jackknife position where you would kind of be up with your feet up. In our manual recline, there is a 3-position locking footrest to start. And then as you listen, you're going to be able to hear, I can go back and there's a ratchet in the back, which means that whatever position is comfortable for me, and I can cuddle up, I kind of like curl up like we women do, right?
Yes.
But whatever position I get in, it's not going to fling me forward until I reach down here in this elongated handle and pop myself forward, so that then I'm back into that rocking motion.
I had to get out of my set position because I was going to fall asleep.
You're about to be done. Yeah. Do you know how many times I have seen hosts just yawn when they come to me for something, and I know I'm losing them? Yeah.
I'm on the verge. It's that good. It's that like all-encompassing. It's that all-enveloping. And when you're in the comfort of your own home, you want the ultimate in comfort, right? Maybe you just had a baby. Maybe you're recovering from some sort of surgery and you need to be in a sitting position, as a lot of people are. Like, this is a really, really incredible chair. And this is where, like, we live our lives. Like, think about the hours that you sit on your couch or you sit in your recliner and you watch your favorite old movies, or you watch, you know, slideshows of past vacations, or you're binge watching your shows, and 'tis the season to binge watch. There's so much coming out. I'm a big, like, binge watcher. I love it.
Also, just all the Christmas movies and all the stuff. Oh my gosh, I was newly pregnant last holiday season and sitting and watching the Christmas movies with my kids.
Yeah.
Can I explain to you what saved me? Was being able to be in that power recliner in the full bed with just my head and neck up like you have it, because I was so nauseous that just being able to lift my head and neck up
made such a
saved me
difference.
so much. And while we're talking about that, we just did the manual. Do you mind if I take you through what
Absolutely.
the difference in the power is real quick?
Do you want to switch spots?
No. I can take you on a ride if you don't mind.
I don't want to leave.
I don't want to make you
I
get
love
up.
it here.
And so one of the things let's first talk about just this silhouette.
Okay.
Why people love this silhouette is because this isn't, the Goldberg's chair. It's not a chair and a half, but it has so much interior room. It's a 42-inch high back. You have all this room on the sides. This is where the dog or the kitty can curl up. My kids all curl up on either side of me. I have a 10-year-old on one side and a 6-year-old on the other side. But when you get this home, why so many people choose that power option is because it's whisper silent. You know how I talked about the ratcheting back that there is in the manual? Not here. This is your home button. That's going to get you into that rocking motion. Here are your presets, so you can press them and go right into your favorite position each and every time you sit down. So you have a long day, you're getting the Christmas lights up, whatever you're doing, you press this and it's going to get you into that perfect position. Then, if you were to press just these two buttons at the exact same time when you get this home, this is going to, in 6 seconds, get you into a full bed recline. Rick always goes, 6 seconds to power.
I was just going to sing that.
Really? I'm so excited.
Yes, I was just going to sing
excited.
that.
That's where it is. And so you have to, I think that every single time I bring somebody back. So you're in the full bed recline. This is where I was when I was watching Christmas movies. I could just bring my head and neck up because I wasn't quite in full sitting position, but I could watch my favorite show.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing.
You can read, you can look at your phone, whatever you want to do. And then you mentioned your back problems. So however your day has been, you can just increase that lumbar support. And it gives you all of that. You mentioned recovery. Is your furniture aiding in your recovery at all? And I think that's something that's why we sit down to relax, is to recover from our day.
Sure.
And if your furniture's not doing that, that's a problem. So that's the difference in the power recline that people love. All of that adjustability, being whisper silent. And then when you sit down, you didn't get the benefit of sitting in Lazy Boys a few years ago, because this is the first time you're presenting this, but you might notice that you're sitting in the comfort of Tempur-Pedic memory foam. You got that contour cushion memory foam that you're sitting in. This is our highest end memory foam, all the way in your seat and through that full chaise. So it's not what we used to have, which even so many people think that that's the most comfortable chair that they've ever sat in, because they didn't have that high end upper echelon memory foam that we have now.
There's best, there's better, there's good, there's better, there's best. Welcome to the best. This is unbelievable. This is insane. I live in a one-bedroom apartment. I was like, what can I get rid of so I can make room for this as my
honestly,
number one?
Really, if you have people stay over, you talk about the holidays.
I will sleep
You have
in
people
this.
stay over, and you can have either yourself sleep in that or guests sleep in that.
I will
Instead
happily
of
sleep
having
in
a
this.
pull-out bed or have something else. I have never had a friend be upset about sleeping over if I can say you guys can grab a Lazy Boy and just go to sleep right there.
Oh, my goodness. Put it in the new baby's room. This is the ultimate in rockers and recliners. My mom still has the rocker that she had for me and my brother, but that was made of wood.
It was made of wood. And it's not a heritage piece that you want to pass down. Honestly, my son, my children, they know a guy about Lazy Boys a little bit. So my sons both had Lazy Boys in their room. My 10-year-old has his Lazy Boy that I rocked him in, that was our little place where I nursed him and rocked him. Now it's his reading chair. And so often you'll find him, he's an avid reader, Harrison, and you'll find him with his feet up, all snuggled up with his blanket on him, reading whatever he's binge reading right now in his room, because that's his special spot. These are pieces of furniture that are heritage pieces of furniture that are going to grow with you and your family and be perfect no matter what stage of life you are, no matter if it is for you, if it's for the grandkids. I'm laughing right now because my mother was called in. My husband and I did not plan well today and realized I had this today and he had a meeting at the exact same time.
Uh-oh.
So we had a grandmom pitch hit situation, but she is sitting there with baby Broderick right now. And if she's doing that, if there's juice boxes, whatever it is, she can feel comfortable that her furniture can be beautiful when she wants it to be in, and when her 3 grandsons descend on the house, there is no worry about that.
All boys,
because
huh?
all the boys.
All the boys.
Oh, when they descend on the house, there's no worry about that because she can be sitting with her red wine. And if my 6-year-old Theodore jumps on her, which he often does, and she happens to spill, she gets to be that grandmom that goes, no worries, honey. It's not a problem, because she can take a paper towel and that whole stain is going to run right into it. And she doesn't have to put plastic on her furniture. She doesn't have to worry about it.
FYI, you have poured that wine onto that same spot.
You can do it if
like
you went to
6
the same
times
spot.
already.
Absolutely. And the only thing that's left over is these little blots.
Yeah.
If anything else is there, it really changes the way you can parent, the way you can host,
right,
the way you live your life. If you're not constantly worried about what might be getting on your furniture, you can just relax.
Now, we do have the 2 colors that remain. I think we started with 5. Very popular as a today's special value. And you know, when we brought it in, or just a bit over a month ago as a TSV, like, there were new features like that cushioning that you were talking about, like the fabric that you're talking about. So it's like outfitted out. So I'm sitting in the Mocha. If you want the Mocha in the manual, there's now only 10 remaining. And in the Power Mocha, 75. Now in the Oyster, in the manual, 57, and in the Power, 27 remain. This is serious business. So serious that I think I need to put my feet down so I can talk to you about prices, because I'm like a goner.
Well, I mean,
this is so good.
It really does give you comfort.
It is so
like
soothing.
No other. I think that's what, since 1928, why people keep coming back to Lazy Boy and why we've had the longevity that we've had is because when you sit down in a Lazy Boy recliner, you immediately, first you sit down, and then we hit you with the rocking motion. And from there, you can put your feet up. But everything about this is to give you the pinnacle of comfort so that you can just relax when you're supposed to be relaxing. You're supposed to, when you sit down in your furniture,
be I'm supposed to be working. I'm supposed to be on. Guess what? I'm not. But what I am is happy as a clam in this Lazy Boy. So comfortable, so soothed. I feel like a little baby because this foam, this cushioning, it meets me in all the spots that I need it to. I got my lumbar support rocking. Speaking of rocking, I'm rocking and rolling right here. And it's such an easy glide-like motion.
The rocking, actually, you mentioned you feel like a little baby. That's the first thing we feel in our mother's womb. It's why mothers, long after, you can see moms will still sway side to side if they're anxious or anything. The minute that you sit down, it does give you that soothing motion when you're rocking. And we all, by the way, Lazy Boy has done studies on this, we all rock differently. We all have a different pace to our rocking.
Really?
Yeah. So it gives you, especially if you have a lot of nervous energy, especially if you have a really busy day, it gives you that soothing motion from the second you sit down.
This is a must.
Then you can lift your feet up. So why, you were talking about you live in a 1-bedroom apartment. Why would you ever have an ottoman? I don't know. We've never been able to talk about this. I have a big thing against ottomans because they serve no purpose, but you can sit in your chair. This is your chair and your ottoman. And then you can go back and this can be your guest bed. It has a memory foam, the same thing that you guys sell here at QVC as a topper. It has our highest end. Not even like the lower end here. This is our highest end memory foam that we offer from Lazy Boy already built into the chair. And then this is a bucket seat. A bucket seat is also an upgrade at Lazy Boy. So the bucket seat is hugging you from all sides. So you mentioned no pressure points. Yeah, you're absolutely swaddled. That is a perfect way to explain it.
I am a teeny tiny baby. I am swaddled and I'm being rocked to sleep. That's what's I am a teeny tiny baby.
It is perfect.
Is this like therapy?
It
like,
is like therapy. I think it also, you know, you had to do a deck change. You came in from a 2-hour show. We all have things every single day that stress us out. And as you get to relax, the furniture in your home should let you relax. It should aid in your relaxation. That shouldn't be a new concept to us. And at Lazy Boy, that's kind of been the concept from the beginning. They're always pushing the technological upgrades in your furniture that was going to make you feel more and more relaxed, whether that's the memory foam, whether that is this iClean fabric, so that you can have, so like white furniture for me, right? I'm like, I can't have white furniture. I have a dog. I have 3 little kids. I couldn't have that. I can be the relaxed mom in white furniture because Lazy Boy pushed that envelope of iClean. So I can have my glass of wine, I can sit down, I can have that cup of coffee in the morning. And if little boys come and they jump on me or the dog needs to sit with me and their spills happen, it's absolutely fine. I get to be that mom that goes, no problem, honey. I'll get something and clean it up, and nothing goes through to the other side. It gives you comfort from all angles the whole time you're sitting in it.
It really is impressive. I'm serious. How did I not know? Where have I been? What have I been doing? Why have I not been living my life in this chair? Seriously, I'm a little mad. I feel like I've lost time with it. I am. I feel like I've lost time with this chair.
Yeah.
Because like I've never felt so soothed. We are stressed. These are stressful times. Every time we turn on the news, every time we leave the house, you know, it doesn't matter. Like there are stressors that are coming from every which angle, and there's news that's hitting us from every device, and you deserve to have something that soothes you, something that kind of washes everything away. And maybe it's not for you. Maybe this is for someone who you recognize, someone that you love, who you recognize is going through something, who deserves, maybe it's a retirement present. What a great retirement present.
The
okay, you
best
get to finally
retirement
spend
present.
time at home.
Yeah.
Let's make your time at home the best it could possibly be, because it ain't getting any better than this. Okay, so you have options. Time for me to do my job. I don't want to. I want to sit here forever. If you want the manual option, that is coming home for $1,449.98. Comparable retail is over $1,900. That's $554.02 that you're saving when you factor in the extra savings that you get from the free shipping and handling. Comes home for $290 on an easy pay. Now, for the power recliner, with the iClean, with the remote, with all those presets, $2,179.98, shipping for free, $436 on an easy pay. Comparable retail here is $2,853, so for a difference grand total of $764.02. So $290, $300, $130, $146 more on your easy pay. That's it for the power. And I know I've been told that most of you usually opt in for the power because you're so close.
It's actually 2 to 1 here at QVC and in our showrooms.
2 to 1?
Yeah, and so when people come in, they usually think of that manual recline because they knew someone that had a Lazy Boy that had the recline with the handle. So they come to us thinking of the manual recliner, and then they sit in that chair with the wireless remote. It's the only wireless remote in the industry. They see how customizable it is, and the presets that are on that, all the things that you can do, lifting your head and neck up. Those are 2 separate motors, and they choose that power recline over the manual 2 to 1 here and in our showrooms.
I would. I mean, if you're going to do it, do it.
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of how I feel right now. If you're going to do it, do it.
Well, the other thing that is so exciting is like with the holidays coming in, they just lit all the Homeworks candles out here too. I think they're trying to put you to sleep.
Can we turn down the lights a little bit?
It's like, that is a sense memory for me. That's when I get home and the house is clean. I light the candle and you get to sit down.
So give me a blanket.
If we get a blanket, holidays are coming, all of the stuff. Remember, if you were to go to our showroom and you were to choose your silhouette, you might choose the Maverick. It's one of our most populars. And then you were to put all those premium upgrades, the memory foam, the eye clean fabric, all of that, chose your color. Remember, we would go, okay, that's going to take 6 to 8 weeks to get home to you. So what is 8 weeks from now? It's
Thanksgiving?
It's Thanksgiving. So if you would like to have this home, my husband said to me today, do you know what next week is? We're big Phillies fans. And he was like, do you know what next week is? And I was like, what? And he was like, it's Red October. So my feeling about Red October is that it's very exciting. It's when they get into the playoffs, but they play all the time and it's very late at night. And I get very, very tired. I'm so tired.
So I'm from the West Coast. I know this is the first time that we've worked together. I'm from California.
Okay.
And I'm used to like early morning breakfast games.
That is not the case.
That is not the case.
It when
is
you
a
are
whole
Phillies
different
fan.
beast.
So if you would
late night
like
games.
to have, though, your furniture be there for the football games, for Red October if you're a Phillies fan, or playoff baseball if you're in anywhere else in the country. If you want to have it there for all Halloween movies and Christmas movies starting in November, all of that stuff, you can get this home to you with our partnership with QVC in 1 to 3 weeks, not 6 to 8 weeks, not Thanksgiving. And another thing is that we have generally a fee for sending it home to you. And with our partnership with QVC, we're sending you the Maverick, one of our biggest silhouettes ever, for the first time, with white glove delivery and setup. So it means that it's a date and time that works for you, and our delivery men are going to show up at that date and time. They're going to bring it upstairs into a bedroom. You guys ask me about stairs all the time. Yes, upstairs into the bedroom. Yes, downstairs into a basement. Yes, if you have a split level house. Yes, up the porch steps. They're happy to bring it upstairs, that big old box. Take the chair out of the box for you. Make sure your Lazy Boy is assembled correctly. Make sure it's in working order. And they're going to plug in that power option for you, and then they take the trash away. So if you are gifting this to somebody, if this is that retirement present, if it is that get it all together present for your parents that they're going to use more than a tie, I promise you, they are going to be able to have a worry-free present because you can send it to them at a date and time that makes sense for them, and they can start enjoying it right now. And then all that trash is going to be taken away for them.
I think of my mother also. She is a voracious reader. She'll read books in one day. She has transformed my childhood bedroom into what she calls her tower, because she likes to lock herself away in her tower and read for hours upon hours upon hours on end. It is also subsequently has become also the guest room as well.
Is that like her library now?
She has books everywhere. She does mostly uses an e-reader. Look, if she was still buying like physical books, that house would be overrun. Like it would be like bells. It would be like teeming out the windows with books. Like my mom is a voracious reader, so thank God for the e-reader, or for the e-reader. But you know, she deserves the comfort. She's had some back procedures and things like that, and like I want her to be comfortable while she's in her tower, aka my childhood bedroom, and you know, for hours on end. Or maybe it's TV, or maybe like the bed, like you don't like sleeping fully like on your back and you want like a little bit of incline when you sleep. Maybe you're recovering. Like this is just, it's so good, guys. I am so impressed. I had no idea.
Especially in that power option, because like for your mom, so in this option, I still have 54 individualized comfort options, but for your mother and for reading and for working, especially if you're working on a tablet, or you like to, you know, read the news on the tablet or go on social media on your tablet, you can go into that full bed recline and just lift just your head and neck up.
So good.
In that power option so that you can see and work. And remember, there's that USB port
Oh,
there,
that's
so
right.
she could charge her
I can charge
little
her
e-reader,
her phone,
while she's there.
Her new tablet that she just got that she's very excited about, very happy for her. It's the little things. But like, this is not just like a little thing. I understand it's a considered purchase, but this is like your lifestyle. This is like how you live your day-to-day life when you're in the comfort of your own home. Have you ever seen me so relaxed on air before? Have you ever heard me speak in such soft and dulcet tones before? I don't think so, because it really is this experiential piece of furniture that you're bringing in.
Well, furniture
Jackie, our producer, just bought it.
Oh,
Danny,
there you
our
go.
producer, she bought
Danny got
two.
these, right?
Danny, these are the ones you got?
You got this one? The oyster, I thought.
She got one in the oyster power and a color that we also had but sold out, the tawny. And Jackie just bought the power mocha for her mom as a retirement gift. Jackie, I love
brilliant.
that. I just think it's such a special gift. The gift of relaxation after years of working, right? And taking care of family and putting food on the table and maybe long hours. I don't know what she did, but retirement's a really big deal. And it could be a little scary. I remember when my mom retired, she was a little nervous. Like, what am I going to do? She reads. She does a lot of things. She's very, very busy. But like, give the gift of this just like ultimate, unbelievable comfort, relaxation, soothing, because this is really special.
Well, we only have so much time in our life, right, where we get to sit down and relax. And when we get to sit down and relax, Lazy Boy has really made it their business, and it's our business to make sure that you are comfortable. And whatever that means to you, it means that you get to have that recovery moment. If you are Julia's mom, you get to be in that full bed recline and just lift your head and neck up. There's that difference in that power recline. So she could be sitting there reading on her e-reader. She's as comfortable as she can be. She has all that soothing memory foam taking away any pressure points.
All of it.
And it's
like in
all
your
of
hips
that.
and your lower back, like it's all like released, like you're floating in outer space.
It is all giving you that soothing comfort. And what ends up happening is you get to have conversations. You get to fully relax during your time
and fully
home.
be present.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Kind of forgot I was on camera. I just thought we were hanging out.
No, I mean, you get to be fully present. You get to be fully happy. You get to, like, so now you get your snacks and your cocoa and your Christmas cookies, and you get to have all of that. And
feel free to spill it.
Just spill it and not worry about it. This is going to give you all of that comfort. I just did a huge spill on that same spot. And what it does is it's everything that Lazy Boy wants. It wants to engender conversation. It wants you to enjoy your holidays. It wants you to sit and relax with your family and say, sure, kiddos, eat on the furniture. Don't worry about it. You're not ruining anything. And everything's not going to go through to the other side. It protects your investment for you. Also, that it gives you what you've been talking about, a place to just relax.
It's a little sanctuary.
It is a little sanctuary. And is your furniture sanctuary
It
right
ought
now?
to be.
Is your furniture, we have so much, there's so much furniture out there that you sit on and you go, this is doing nothing but looking pretty.
Yeah, that's only
This
so
is
much.
beautiful. This oyster colored chair is beautiful, but it is going to aid in your recovery. It's going to aid in your conversations. It's going to give you all of that.
So if you want the manual, it's an easy pay of $290, 5 easy monthly payments, plus it's shipping for free, and they are setting it up for you and taking away all the trash. If you want the power, which might be my new love of my life, it's an easy pay, 5 easy pays of $436, again, shipping for free. You have up to a difference off of the comparable retail value of up to $764 and change, but we're very, very limited. Now, if you want the mocha, in the manual, we have now 9 remaining. If you want the mocha in the power, we have 65 remaining. And I know a lot of you opt for the power more than you opt for the manual. It will, I mean, I know it's, what did I say it was? Like $146 more a month on your easy pay, but then it's done and it's over and you get to enjoy all of that for the rest of your days. Now, if you want the oyster in the manual, 55 now remain. And in the power, how many? 24 remain, 24. We've sold over 40,000 of the Mavericks, the manual or the power, with all the bells and whistles that we just introduced when we brought this back after 3.5 years this summer. It's H506705. Continue to place your order, but you have to check out. We're so very, very limited. So go ahead and check out your carts, and in 1 to 3 weeks,
it's going to be home to you, and you just get to relax
and set up, and then you too can be zen like I have been for this last hour. And I'm sure Justin and Jen Coffee won't mind if I just sit here for the rest of the hour smelling those slacking candles, rocking my life away. Hey, it was so nice to meet you and work with you. This was so fantastic. Oh, before we go, a little football moment, since this is the ultimate football chair. My 49ers sweatshirt. This is NFL officially licensed women's sequin text pullover. I presented this in the noon show on Q-Check, and we were starting to run out of some of your teams. So go to QVC.com, see if we still have your team. It is the softest thing you will ever wear. It's under $20 on an easy pay. It's A6, I can't read that, 99752? Okay, there it is. It's so far away, and honestly, I'm just sort of fading into the ether right now in my lazy boy. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I will see you. I have kickoff at Wednesday at midnight. It's a really good one that you're not going to want to miss. I might be just right here until that kickoff takes place. So stick around, because Justice Achoka is here with Harry Slacking Candles. I see my girl Jen Coffee. It's going to be fun. It smells so good. I will see you guys soon. I'll be right here forever.
Fall is in the air, and so is Dennis Basso. Join us for cozy and glamorous nights as our legendary New York fashion designer Dennis Basso shares his magic with us. You can expect to see stunning fall fashions, delicious food, heartfelt friendships, and of course, fun. So grab your pumpkin spice, snuggle up, and tune in to Dennis Basso and Friends tomorrow.